Gentlemen's Club, it is Saturday night, the 30th. We have a few more days before football officially kicks off with the newly revamped defense of the Dallas Cowboys versus the reigning champion Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday Night Football. How appropriate that this is happening. And speaking of reigning champions, Beard is on the show tonight. I am honored. I am humbled by his presence. Welcome to the show, Brian Sopwith. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. It's good to be the champ, and it's good to see the Dallas Cowboys suck it up again. It's always great.
Can we talk a little bit about let's talk a little about real life football before we jump into fantasy football. And apparently my mic doesn't want to work with me here, but we got Jerry Jones, the fucking Emperor Palpatine of the NFL. What the fuck was he thinking, Brian? Can you take me through some of your process on this? Because I'm just, my mind's just blown.
Well, I'm a student of history, and history and numbers always repeat themselves. And Jerry Jones thinks because he's involved and he was there when they won a Super Bowl, that whatever he does is going to be good. But he wasn't the reason they won the Super Bowl. He wasn't the reason they had the run. It was Jimmy Johnson. And since he booted him out saying, oh, it was me, guess what? It's not you. It's not you. He's terrible. He's worse than Al Davis.
That is strong words and strong company to be around. You're making him analogous to Al Davis right now.
No, he's worse.
He's worse.
He's worse. The only reason that he's better is because he owns the Cowboys.
We're gonna pause
So
for
he
a
owns
quick
the
commercial
number one
break
franchise.
because I can't deal with this. Larceny brought this episode for y'all, by the way. Back to this topic. Holy fuck! And the memes are running wild right now with the Bears, the Lions, and I forgot the other division rival. Jesus, Bears, Lions, and Vikings, seeing a newly revamped defense that they're gonna have to go against. If you were one of those teams, having the Bears, if you were a Bears fan already dealing with Caleb Williams not panning out first year, years of distrust and dismay with the franchise, how are you feeling right now?
Caleb Williams.
Fingernail boy, painting, manicure.
Yeah, and former Dr. Pepper NIL guy too. So
only you would remember obscure shit like that. I'm just telling you.
well, I'm just not. I am I don't know. I'm a pessimist when it comes to the quarterback. The rookie quarterbacks having awesome seasons, and all of a sudden they're a Hall of Fame. Doesn't everybody go, Purdy, oh my gosh, he's a Hall of Famer. No, he had a great defense and an awesome offensive line, and it made him look like he was the best quarterback ever. And Caleb Williams, the funny part is his team isn't that good, but he didn't look that great last year. I don't think he's going to get better.
Let me ask you this question.
It might be the same.
I'm a Brock Purdy fan, but you threw his name out there, so I'm going to jump out there and ask some questions, right? Who the fuck said he was a Hall of Famer?
Well, I'm just going by. Well, all Niners fans said he was, but
Niners
said he was the next Joe Montana, and
okay.
Yeah, and the value of his trading cards is just stupid. It's like they were selling for thousands of dollars.
Yes, they were.
After 1 year, and guess what? All those people that bought them, I'm just laughing. I'm like, you're an idiot.
An auto rookie card of Caleb Williams right now. The price has dropped through the bottom. But bringing you on this show, it's an honor. You were last year's champion. Hey, what's that little gold thing in the background there? What is that?
Oh, did you just now notice it?
I just realized it. What is that?
Oh wow, this looks like, oh my gosh, it is. Wait. Oh, right there. Can you get closer?
There, I see. Hold on. Let me zoom it out. There it is. I got it. On the glory. Got it.
Yeah.
You know,
so-
you're actually flaunting it and taking care of it a lot more than the past year's champs. So I commend you on making it an appearance, making sure it's cared for. What does it mean to you winning the league, man?
Well, it means a lot, actually, just to say that with the amount of, I think there's a lot of heavyweights that are actually in this league. So to beat all the heavyweights is a big deal, right? If you're going to go and you're going to beat the champs, somebody's name is on here a few times. I mean, I think you finished last place.
Who are you talking about?
Here?
Who are you talking about?
Is that Little Squirt Gun?
Little Squirt Gun.
I think he ended up last place, but he's on here 3 times. Right? So, I mean, he's a champ. I think there's an asterisk over here by somebody like Kenny something, right?
Is it co-champ? It's co-champ.
Co-champ. Oh, okay. Co-champ. But the heavyweights, I mean, you win, and then guess what? I whooped everybody last year. From the gate to the end, and even at the end, here's the thing that bugs me is we go into the playoffs, and everybody's like, who do you pick to win it? Nobody picked me. Besides me. Everybody picked somebody else. So, and that's the same thing right now. Nobody's picking me.
Can you blame them though, Brian? No one wants the person that runs the entire season. They want that person to fail.
That's good.
Right? It's kind of like the Chiefs. Like, they're winning too much, so that you want them to fail. Same thing with the Patriots. They got a couple Super Bowls. No one wanted them to win again. It's the same concept, though, Brian. You can't.
Oh, wait, hold on. This is hurting my leg.
Oh my god! It's not made out of 24 karat gold, bro. It's plywood and plaster.
No, I just think there's a difference between not wanting somebody to win and then thinking they aren't going to win. Because there was at no point was it in doubt last year. When you got through like the whole season, it was I just rolled everybody last year.
Those are all that is all factual, but I go back to the same thing. Just because you were winning, no one's ever going to root for you in this league. You know that.
I don't want them to root for me.
But then you can't expect it then. That's why no one picked you.
Yeah, well.
But here we are. Here we are a year later. You're the champion and everyone else sucked.
Well, I'll move it back here.
All right, thank you, because it's getting a little heavy for your arms. You got scrawny fucking arms.
Yeah, they got tiny arms, I guess, huh?
So, we've had some guests on here recently. You had Michael Wyckoff. You had Billy P, the Angry Pirate, which I adore and love. Had a great draft, both of them actually. Not to go too deep because we've done a lot of draft and post-draft analysis, but I want to get your hot take real quick here, without going into a Billy P, college thesis dissertation. Who do you think who are you feeling for last place right now? Who's gonna finish last?
I'm just gonna straight up go for it on this one because I could edge it with a couple people, but I think Ant's gonna finish dead last.
Whoa! And if you were to pinpoint maybe a couple of reasons why, tell me more here. I'm gonna give you the floor.
I think he's too worried about value and not worried enough about I don't want to say a sure thing, but he's like, oh, I got value on this. I got value on this. I got value on, if you get value on everything, then you're not going to win.
So
close games. I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to be really close a lot of times. And so he'll get some, median wins, but I think he's going to struggle to get any big wins.
So the value part, do you think that's derived from him being a banker or because he's a cheap-ass Asian?
Wow. I was going to say banker, but since you're...
Because us Asians are known for that. But you don't want to answer that. You can't answer
Oh,
that.
that didn't even come to the thought of my mind. It was the whole banker thing. It was like,
banker.
I got value on this, I got value on this, I got value on that. No.
Nice high road. I like that. Cheers to you on the high road.
That comment was sponsored by Nelson's Greenbrier.
Can you?
It is oldest distillery in Tennessee. Right? You need to pick some of this up. Total Wine, very good. And this is like a $30 bottle, $30. This is a very good bottle of whiskey.
All right. So what you're saying, first of all, if any of these fucking alcohol companies ever see any of these videos, which I doubt, but if they did, it'd be funny if they actually reached out and wanted to sponsor us. That'd be the most epic draft of all time. Yeah. Secondarily, we're talking a little bit about this draft. You're naming Ant's last place. If you had to give a companion to Ant's bottom dwelling, who would be his companion?
It's tough to say.
You've never minced words. Okay, there it is. Double D. All right, Double D.
Just because I think didn't he make that ridiculous trade last year? Or he got something out of it? Did he get something out of it?
He did.
Did he trade Josh Allen or did he get Josh Allen?
I think he got Josh Allen, if I recall correctly, but I'm an old man.
I don't know that somebody's going to bail him out because he might have, he was in the tank and then he got bailed out by getting.
So he came into the league and won it year one, though.
He did.
And your thoughts on that are?
It's my whole 55% luck, 45% skill of fantasy football.
I feel like your percentages change from year to year.
No, it's 55-45. It's always 55-45.
And 55% skill, 45%. Oh, 50. So more luck than skill.
Correct.
So
But you only need 10% luck to win. I look at it as if you're over 50%, you win. Not every week, but you win. That's how it works, right?
Right. Does your win last year, is that considered more luck than skill?
Well, it was about, I would say, if I put the percentages together, I was probably like 85 or 90. So, yeah, I got a lot of luck. But, I mean, I picked who I literally went after the guys I wanted. I got a great trade from Ant, which everybody seems to forget that basically half, didn't make the season, but it made me win more than I would have by what he traded me. And then, I get the guys I want, and they didn't get injured. That's always a luck piece. You can't control if somebody gets injured. I mean, it is what it is.
Right. So, go ahead.
10%, I still would have won.
You think so?
Yeah.
So take me through your draft strategy this year, because both your team and my team are, there. As Kenny would say, there's no eyes on our teams. None, like your team has not been spoken of quite as much as other teams when it comes to the past few interviews. How do you feel about your team? Take me through your draft, your post-draft analysis, etc.
Well, it looks like I'm favored by 2 points now. It's changed by 20 points either way since the draft till now. So that tells you something. No, I think and it's not necessarily my draft. I think there were, last year, I felt like there were a lot, not sure things, but there were a lot more players in the top tiers, depending on what you look at. And this year there were way less. Like there were, call it however you want to define it, but the top 2 tiers, there were probably 8 players this year. Last year there were probably 12, 14 that people would have said were in the top. Now, it doesn't mean that it's right, but it means that's what everybody looks at, right? And that was a big difference. So there's a lot of guys that when I was drafting, there was a couple people that I thought I would go after depending on how much they were going for. And then it just didn't, a couple of them didn't pan out. And I was like, I'm not too worried about it because there was so much value later in the draft. Because I think you're gonna have some of these guys that went for $20, $15, a lot more than we've had the last couple of years, end up in the top 10. You just will. I don't know who they are. That's kind of the thing. When I looked at my draft, I was like, I got most of the guys I wanted, but I'd be lying if I thought that they were a sure thing. But I think that's kind of for the whole draft. Last year, like I said, I got the two guys I wanted, and I was like, bam, like this is what I want. This year, there weren't any guys that I was like sold on. Hey, this is going to be no doubt great year for him. I mean, there's a couple,
Well,
but
you couldn't have predicted that with Saquon. You didn't know he's going to have that great of a year.
That's what I was predicting. Yes.
Okay.
That's why I drafted him. That's why I paid what I paid for him. But nobody wanted him last year, which is the weirdest thing in the world.
So Bijan Robinson, Bijan, I forgot how he pronounced it. That was your top highest tiered player that you paid for. What are you predicting with him then?
He's gonna have a great year.
So then, that is your prediction. That's the guy you went after. He's your new Saquon this year.
He was the one that I went after, and I got him for about what I thought I'd get him for.
49, right? A dollar short of 50, as Kenny would say. You also got
It's better than what I thought. I thought I had to pay 50 something for him. So
I was expecting to pay well north, like close to 60 for Jamar Chase. To be honest with you, it didn't get that high. Pretty close though. But you got Ladd and Geno Smith, which I'm glad you put him back in your lineup. But you got Ladd and you got Geno Smith, and those were your keepers. I'm really excited to see what McConkey does this upcoming year. What do you think his sophomore year is going to look like, bro? Great keeper.
Yeah, I mean, he's still going to get. I mean, the reason I kept him, he's still going to get a lot of targets. That was obviously before they brought Keenan Allen back, but I don't think that that's going to be a huge drain on targets. They brought Keenan Allen back for like nothing because he's old. He's not Mike Evans. He's like a step below Mike Evans.
You think that stack's going to work out for you, having both Hampton and McConkey? You're betting on a stack.
I got rid of Herbert.
Huh?
That's why I got rid of Herbert. I didn't want to. I'm not going to root for the Chargers. I'm not going to root for lightning bolts.
Why not? The Superchargers. Let's go.
That's too much. I'm not going to put that much stock in any one team. That's just crazy.
Well, I have stock in 3 teams this year, as you know. So we'll see what happens. Where's your
Raiders?
Huh?
Where's your Raiders gear at?
I fucking hate the Raiders. That's why it hurt me so much to get Ashton Genty. I was just trying to price enforce, and I end up having him on my team. So fuck me, whatever.
Speaking of price enforce.
Yeah, I was bidding some people up. I forgot who was going for him, and then I ended up getting. I thought I was going to go a little bit higher than that. So oh well.
So are we done with the draft? I got to make one comment on the draft.
Sure, go ahead.
I haven't got to yet. The whole price enforce thing cracks me up.
Why?
Whine about it. Don't do anything. They sit there and go, there's so much price enforce. And they don't bid on anybody. So much price enforce. And then poor Kenny gets stuck. Okay, fine. I'm going to jump in price enforce. Oh!
So do you have specific managers you're calling out for this behavior? Because I'd like to hear some names.
Well, I'm a few drinks in already. Okay, so I'm gonna forget some people, but I can look at this. Okay,
I can literally give you the names.
Cage never does it. He always talks about it. Somebody needs a price report.
Who? Cage?
So, Cage always does that.
Okay.
Omar's quiet. He'll bid. I don't know. Like he's on the fence. Ant and Peter obviously they were just quiet. They just didn't want to say anything. I think Bill does he just doesn't say anything, but he'll actually bid on stuff. Mai Tai Mike almost got stuck too. So he actually bids. He was half paying attention, it seemed like, in the draft. I get it because he wasn't there. And then the other two, no. Like it's the thing that cracks me up is just the people saying it. Like somebody needs to price enforce. Well, you can click the button too. Like, there's nothing stopping you from price enforcing.
Oh, okay. Right? I like the take. All right. So let's switch and talk a little NFL as we're getting closer to the season here. I'm gonna go through each conference and I'm gonna ask you for the division winner this year. Right?
We're writing this down. It's recorded, so I guess are we gonna revisit later?
Of course we are. Naturally. So let's start with the AFC. Let's go AFC East. Bills, Dolphins, Pats, Jets.
Bills?
Easy. AFC North. Bengals, Ravens, Browns, Steelers.
No, just kidding. Not the Browns. The Ravens are winning it again.
The Ravens are winning. Okay, I'm hoping the other way, the Bengals, but we'll see. All right, AFC South: Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Titans.
The who cares division?
Maybe. Wild card.
Yeah.
Bottom seed.
Not the. You know, this one's terrible. The Texans have got to win that. If they don't, they got to start mortgaging the farm because they have all the talent. They need to win.
Arguably the toughest division in football, the AFC West. We got the Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers.
I actually, I'm gonna like this one, and this is, I don't know, like because I'm a Seahawks fan, so old AFC West, so I hate every team that's in that division. But I think the Chargers, and the reason I'm going to say the Chargers is because nobody's expecting them to do anything. And again, they have all the talent. They're like the Texans, right? They've stockpiled a bunch of talent, and it's got to pay off.
I have the Chargers in third, but that's curious that you have them in first. Interesting. So let's go to the NFC.
Because you're a homer, so you're picking the Broncos higher than what they would be.
The Broncos are going to finish second in the division, right behind the Chiefs. We're going to be in wild card contention. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
I just said it. That's
all defense. Okay.
Huh?
All defense.
Well, it's better than the fucking Cowboys.
It is. Everything's better than the Cowboys.
And speaking of which, NFC East: Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Commanders.
Sorry, I got a text about the U of A game. That was a little more important.
Wow. Okay.
The time. Where are we at? What division?
NFC East, asshole. Cowboys, Giants, Eagles.
Oh, another who cares division. Okay.
This is a caring division. The reigning champions came from this division.
So it's not going to be the Cowboys. The Eagles it has to be the Eagles.
Okay. NFC North: Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings.
Packers.
It's crazy that Adam Thielen's coming back home, has a homecoming.
Oh, whose team is he on?
The Vikings.
No, whose fantasy team?
Whose? Is he on yours?
Oh, sneaky pickup.
Yeah, that's like a wide receiver 10, bro. You'll be okay. Like
he's the wide receiver 4.
Not wide receiver 10 as far as rankings.
Value.
He's your wide receiver 10 on your team.
Great value on my bench.
All right. As much value as Demario Douglas?
Correct, on the bench. It doesn't matter. If they're on the bench, they don't play. So
Demario Douglas isn't on anyone's bench because he's been picked up, dropped, picked up, dropped, picked up, dropped, picked up, dropped.
Yeah.
All right. NFC South: Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Buccaneers.
I think so here's the I'm gonna go way out on this one. The Buccaneers.
You say the fucking Saints, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
No, the Buccaneers. I'm not gonna say the Saints, but yeah, Spencer Rattler's gonna take the Saints to the promised land. No, I think what's gonna happen is gonna be a tie, record-wise, at the top. So Falcons, and oh boy, that last sip. Who's the other team? Who's the other team I'm gonna say?
Bucks.
Yes, Falcons and the Bucks are going to tie at 8-8.
Wow, it's going to be a Baker Penix.
And I don't know who's going to win that. I'm just telling you, they're both going to be
8-8. 8-8. Wow.
No, sorry, 9-7.
Okay, I was going to say your math is not mathing. All right.
No, 10-7.
NFC West: Cardinals, Rams, Niners, Seahawks.
I already heard the comments on this one.
Yeah, you should.
That comment was sponsored by whiskey.
NFC West.
Do you want my because everybody know what I'd say with this one if I'm going to do a homer one?
No, you need to be realistic. I need your real answer.
I haven't, my real answer is I haven't looked at the schedule and where they're playing the common opponents. That would tell me. It's going to be another one that's close. It's going to be separated by like a game. I'm going to say that the Niners are going to win the conference.
Niners?
I was betting, I'd say the Niners, which is
Okay.
the opposite second. I just have to point that out.
His second is that's not a good way to end your season in the division. But there's always wild card hopes. So we're wrapping up here, man. Saturday night. Thanks for jumping on. What do you want to say to the people?
Oh, what do I want to say? Start slower, and your memory works better when you get old because, have too much whiskey and you forget stuff you're going to talk about. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're as entertaining as a fucking wall.
No, one of the things I think that, and I'm going to put this out there as a thought, is I think it would be really cool if, we do the draft, right? We do the pre-meeting. What if we picked a couple dates to do a, hey, fantasy, everybody come over to somebody's house and watch, morning games, afternoon games, pick one of those for everybody. I think that'd be kind of cool. My thought was we'd rotate it around, but that'd be a lot. And I was like, no, none of these guys are going to go for that. But hey, if we pick maybe even we do the first week of the playoffs, right? At somebody's house, that would be kind of cool, right?
That would be kind of cool.
And you force the person's last place. That's part of the punishment. They need to show up or something. I don't know, but because they might not. But no, I think it'd be fun if we did something like that, where at least a couple times throughout the year that everybody got together. Schedules are crazy, but it'd be fun to make the attempt.
Dude, I think that would be an excellent idea. And if anybody's watching this late into the show here, first of all, thank you. But if you're watching this and you're thinking this is a great idea, put it into the chat. The shitty part of all this, though, Brian, is we got 3 wonderful guys that are just not here in the state. Mikey T, I know, would show up. I know Ant and Peter would show up, but there's 3 less guys. But the other...
So you're saying everybody else aren't wonderful and they wouldn't show up? Is that what you just said?
Well, fucking read between the lines. I don't mince words. Figure it out. Figure it out. Fuck. But
well,
yeah.
I know at least one person doesn't have any kids, so what do they have to do?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. But what I would tell you, it'd be kind of cool to hang out. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Let's see if there's any games or weekends in the book that are, maybe playoff implications that'd be worth watching. That'd be kind of fun. For sure. I like that idea. Let's see if the chat actually watches this video and likes that idea. So we'll keep it under wraps. So for those that watch it and you put it into chat, thank you. We'll start that conversation. Anything else, B, before we wrap up, bro?
I'm going to. There's one thing, and I'm staring at it. It says 5:59, 5:57. Let's skip 5:58. Okay, 5:55. It's every 2 seconds. I see the clock ticking on me. And one of the things that I wanted to point out, which is why I came with this idea to meet, we met in person, because I think it's maybe it's a little old school. The millennials won't like it. They're like, I like to be the keyboard warrior. Oh, I'm so awesome. Let me see my chats. I got you. But it's more fun when we're in person with people. And I think it's a little more fun doing that instead of just constant, hey, I got you in the chat. I got you in this, because I don't think everybody reacts like that in person. And specifically, my whole theory is that everybody can be an asshole in a text, but then when you get in person, people aren't willing to do that. So it actually becomes more fun, because then it's not, people are getting, bent out of shape because they feel attacked personally or whatever it is. They're calling out their safe word, as Ann always says, right? It's don't.
Well, with the exception of probably me, you, and Ant, there are some keyboard warriors here. Otherwise, I'll tell you what it is to your face. I am an asshole. You are definitely a dick. And Ant, he's the fucking jerk off. So I get it. I like that. So let's see. we'll see what is gonna get talked about in the chat. But again, man, excited for the season. Congrats to you for last season. Enjoy that trophy. It's gonna be coming home to daddy. So you're gonna be handing it off to me anyways. I appreciate you. Huh?
It's not going anywhere.
What are you talking about?
Nobody's predicted me to repeat.
You ain't winning shit.
Staying here.
Yeah, all right. Well, anyways, this is your OG Commish Beard. Thank you for being on. I appreciate you. We'll see y'all later.